Avoiding toxic habits and choices is one of the greatest secrets to maintaining strength, energy, and mental clarity as the years pass. Many people assume aging is the reason they feel weaker, slower, or less motivated. But in truth, much of that decline comes from invisible habits accumulated over time. Every small, unhealthy decision adds up, silently draining the body's vitality and clouding the mind. These habits are like using a harsh shampoo that smells appealing, but damages the roots beneath. They provide short-term comfort yet erode long-term wellness. Recognizing them is the first step toward healing and renewal, because you cannot change what you refuse to see. The most common toxic choice is poor nutrition. The body is an intelligent system, but it can only function with the fuel it's given. Over the years, processed foods, excess sugar, and chemical-filled snacks replace natural nourishment. They might satisfy hunger, but they leave the cells starved for real energy. Each time you eat something that lacks life, your body must work harder to digest and detoxify, instead of repairing and strengthening itself. This leads to chronic fatigue, joint pain, dull skin, and slower recovery. The key is to notice the difference between food that feeds cravings and food that feeds life. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and clean water may sound simple, but they are powerful tools of renewal. They remove internal toxins just as a good shampoo removes buildup from your scalp, allowing your true vitality to shine again. Toxicity also lives in the mind. The words you repeat to yourself shape how your body behaves. When you constantly think, "I'm too old to change," or "I don't have the energy anymore," you are programming your body to believe it. Negative self-talk is like pouring chemicals into your emotional system. It corrodes hope, motivation, and self-worth. Reversing that toxicity doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means consciously replacing limiting thoughts with empowering ones. Saying, "I'm still capable," or "I'm improving every day," may seem small, but the mind listens. Over time, those messages rewire your perspective and increase your energy, because your body now has a reason to keep growing stronger. Physical inactivity is another subtle toxin. Many older adults associate rest with safety, but the truth is that too much rest weakens the muscles and stiffens the joints. The human body thrives on motion. Even light stretching, walking, or gentle yoga sends a signal to every cell that you are alive and engaged. Movement cleanses the body of stagnation and tension, improving mood and circulation. The danger lies not in aging, but in stopping. Movement, no matter how small, keeps the rhythm of life flowing within you. It's not about intensity, but consistency. Doing something every day that reminds your body it still has purpose. Emotional toxicity often comes from the environment. Surrounding yourself with negativity, constant news, complaining people, or stressful settings slowly poisons the mind and spirit. Energy is contagious. If you spend time around people who constantly talk about pain, fear, or regret, that energy seeps into your system. The same way a toxic shampoo damages hair after repeated use, negative energy damages your emotional resilience. Protecting your environment is essential. Choose peace over chaos. Choose connection over drama. Spend time with people who make you feel lighter, not drained. Finally, neglecting self-care might be the most harmful toxic habit of all. Many people, especially in their later years, put themselves last. They give energy to everyone else but forget to refill their own. This leads to exhaustion, frustration, and emotional emptiness. Self-care isn't a luxury. It's a responsibility. Taking time to rest, to eat well, to move, to breathe deeply, and to enjoy small pleasures brings your system back into balance. Avoiding toxic choices is not about restriction. It's about choosing freedom from what no longer serves you. It's about purifying your body, mind, and spirit so that your natural vitality can rise again, untouched by age or circumstance. Nourishing your body with real foods is the foundation of staying healthy, energetic, and youthful at any age. The food you eat does far more than satisfy hunger. It shapes your energy, mood, and even the way you think. Every bite is a message to your body, either to build strength or to create imbalance. Many people underestimate how powerful simple nutrition can be, but the truth is that the quality of your food determines the quality of your life. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to what we put into it. Processed foods, Refined sugars and artificial additives may taste satisfying for a moment, but they drain energy, weaken digestion, and cause inflammation that accelerates aging. Choosing real, whole foods isn't about dieting or restrictions. It's about giving your body what it actually needs to thrive. Natural foods are full of life. When you eat fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, and grains, you are taking in sunlight, minerals, and energy directly from nature. These foods are rich in antioxidants, which protect your cells from damage and keep your skin, muscles, and organs functioning well. They help repair tissues, balance hormones, and keep your immune system strong. The colors in your food matter too. Each color represents different nutrients. Greens purify and detoxify. Reds support heart health. Oranges boost immunity, and purples strengthen memory and mental clarity. Building your meals around these natural colors keeps your diet vibrant and balanced. It's not about perfection, but about consistency. Choosing the living energy of real foods over the artificial comfort of processed ones. Hydration is another key element of nourishment that is often overlooked. Many older adults mistake thirst for fatigue or hunger, when in reality, their body is simply dehydrated. Water is essential for every process in the body. It helps digestion, keeps joints flexible, and flushes out toxins. Drinking enough clean water each day can instantly improve energy and focus. Herbal teas, infused water with lemon or cucumber, and fresh coconut water can also add variety while supporting hydration. The goal is to keep your body's internal systems clean and functioning smoothly. Another important part of nourishment is mindful eating. In a world where meals are rushed or eaten in front of screens, it's easy to forget that how you eat is just as important as what you eat. Slowing down, chewing thoroughly, and appreciating your food helps the body digest better and absorb nutrients more efficiently. When you eat with gratitude and awareness, your body responds positively. Digestion improves and overeating becomes less likely. Mindful eating also strengthens your connection with your body's natural hunger and fullness signals, allowing you to eat exactly what you need, no more. No less protein, healthy fats, and fiber should be the foundation of your meals. Lean proteins such as fish, eggs, beans, or tofu help preserve muscle mass, which naturally declines with age. Healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil keep the brain sharp and support hormone balance. Fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains improves digestion and helps the body eliminate waste efficiently. A balanced diet built around these elements not only prevents disease, but also keeps your energy stable throughout the day. It's not about cutting out food groups, but choosing the ones that add strength rather than strain. Equally important is reducing the intake of foods that drain your system. Refined sugar, fried foods, and artificial flavorings create inflammation and weaken the immune system. Over time, they lead to fatigue, weight gain, and dull skin. These are like toxins that build up inside the body, much like residue that clogs the scalp and prevents healthy growth. Replacing them with natural alternatives like honey, fresh fruit, or whole grains gives your body real fuel instead of false satisfaction. Nourishment also goes beyond the plate. It's about the relationship you have with food. When you treat food as medicine and fuel rather than comfort or escape, your entire perspective changes. Cooking at home, experimenting with new ingredients, and eating fresh seasonal meals make you feel connected to life itself. Real nourishment is simple. It's about returning to what your body already knows. That health doesn't come from a package or a pill, but from natural, living foods that support you from the inside out. When you feed your body with love and intention, it rewards you with vitality, clarity, and the timeless energy that no number can define. Incorporating light daily movement is one of the simplest yet most transformative ways to maintain vitality, strength, and balance as the body ages. Movement is not just about fitness, it's communication between your mind and body. When you move, you remind your body that you are still alive, still capable, and still in control. Many people associate exercise with exhaustion or pain, imagining long gym sessions or intense routines. But the truth is that light, consistent activity is far more powerful for long-term health. It doesn't demand perfection or athletic ability. It only requires consistency. Every step, stretch, or small motion you make signals your body to circulate energy, strengthen muscles, and renew its internal systems. Aging gracefully is not about stopping movement. It's about moving wisely. As we get older, the body naturally starts to lose muscle mass and flexibility, but that decline isn't inevitable. It happens mostly because we stop using what we have. Gentle exercise like walking, yoga, swimming, or even stretching for a few minutes each morning keeps muscles active and joints lubricated. When you move your body, you also move your energy. Circulation improves, oxygen flows better, and nutrients reach every cell. This not only reduces stiffness and fatigue, but also boosts mood and focus. Many people underestimate how much emotional weight the body carries until they start moving, and realize how much lighter they feel, both mentally and physically. Light exercise acts like a cleansing rhythm, flushing out stress, toxins, and mental tension that build up through inactivity. The beauty of movement is that it adapts to you. It doesn't matter if you're 60 or 80, you can begin right where you are. Start with slow walks after meals, light stretches upon waking, or simple balance exercises that engage your core and posture. Every small action compounds into strength. Regular movement improves blood pressure, bone density, and digestion, while reducing the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes or arthritis. Even 5 minutes of stretching can relax tight muscles, reduce pain, and enhance flexibility. The secret lies in consistency. Movement, no matter how small, builds momentum, and momentum keeps the spirit alive. Light daily exercise also has a profound impact on the brain. It stimulates the release of endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters, and increases blood flow to the brain, enhancing memory and focus. People who stay active tend to feel more alert, creative, and emotionally balanced. This is not only about physical health, but also emotional resilience. When you make movement a daily ritual, you give yourself a chance to reset your mood and clear mental clutter. It becomes a form of meditation in motion, connecting body, breath, and awareness into a single flow that restores calm and strength. Movement also builds confidence. As you feel your body becoming stronger and more stable, you begin to trust yourself again. Many older adults develop a fear of falling or getting injured, which makes them avoid activity altogether. But this fear actually accelerates weakness. Gentle, intentional exercise rebuilds coordination and balance, making you more independent and self-assured. Each day you move, you're telling your body that you still have purpose, and that purpose keeps you young. Youthfulness isn't about years, it's about engagement. When you use your body, you use your life force, and that energy expands rather than fades. The most important thing is to find joy in movement. It should never feel like punishment. Choose activities that make you smile. A morning walk with music, gardening, stretching in the sunlight, or slow dancing in your living room. When you move with pleasure, the body releases stress and heals more deeply. Even breathing consciously while sitting upright can be a form of gentle exercise for the mind and lungs. The key is not to force movement, but to invite it into your day naturally. Incorporating light daily movement transforms not just the body but the entire mindset. It teaches discipline, patience, and gratitude for what your body can still do. It reconnects you with your strength, your rhythm, and your spirit. The more you move, the more you realize that energy isn't lost with age. It's renewed through motion. The body doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks for participation. By choosing to move every day, even in the smallest ways, you send a powerful message to yourself that life is still moving forward, and so are you. Adopting a positive, empowering mindset is the most vital foundation for staying youthful, energetic, and emotionally balanced throughout life. The thoughts you hold each day shape the reality you live in. Many people age faster not because their bodies fail, but because their minds surrender. They accept decline as inevitable, convincing themselves that slowing down, feeling tired, or losing joy is just a part of getting older. But the truth is, the human mind has extraordinary influence over the body. What you think, you become. Every cell listens to the messages you send through your thoughts and emotions. When you fill your mind with worry, self-doubt, and fear, your body mirrors that vibration with fatigue and tension. But when you choose optimism, gratitude, and resilience, your energy expands, and your body responds with strength and vitality. A positive mindset doesn't mean pretending life is perfect or ignoring pain. It means training your mind to focus on what empowers you, rather than what drains you. Each time you face a challenge, you have two options: to see it as a setback or as an opportunity for growth. Older adults often believe their best years are behind them, but this belief quietly erodes motivation and hope. The truth is, wisdom, patience, and clarity deepen with time. When you shift your focus from what you've lost to what you've gained, everything changes. You stop chasing youth as an illusion and start embracing maturity as strength. This inner shift alone can make you feel more alive than ever before. The way you speak to yourself each day determines how your body feels. Negative self-talk acts like a toxin that seeps into every thought and action. Statements like "I can't," "I'm too old," or "it's too late" quietly shape your reality. The brain begins to believe them and the body follows. Replacing those thoughts with empowering affirmations: "I'm still learning," "I'm still capable," "I'm grateful for this moment," rewires your inner dialogue. Over time, your confidence grows, your energy increases, and your mood stabilizes. It's not magic. It's mental discipline. Just as you train muscles through repetition, you strengthen your mindset by repeating empowering beliefs until they become second nature. Positivity also has a powerful physiological effect. Scientific studies have shown that hopeful, happy people recover faster from illness, experience less inflammation, and live longer lives. When you think positively, your body releases endorphins and serotonin, hormones that elevate mood and reduce stress. Chronic negativity, on the other hand, floods your system with cortisol and adrenaline, which exhaust your immune system and accelerate aging. The mind and body are in constant conversation, and every thought sends a signal to your cells. Choosing calmness over chaos, gratitude over resentment, and forgiveness over anger keeps your inner chemistry balanced and your spirit strong. Surrounding yourself with positive energy is equally important. People, environments, and even the content you consume affect your mindset. If you spend time around those who complain, criticize, or focus only on problems, that energy seeps into your thoughts. But when you surround yourself with kindness, laughter, and uplifting conversations, you naturally feel lighter. You don't need constant motivation from others. You need alignment with what nurtures your peace. That means letting go of things and people who no longer serve your growth, and making room for joy, curiosity, and creativity. A positive mindset isn't built in isolation. It grows from the energy you allow around you. Gratitude is one of the most transformative mental practices for staying youthful. When you start noticing small blessings, warm sunlight, a healthy meal, a good conversation, you shift your awareness away from what's missing. Gratitude opens the heart, and an open heart slows down the emotional weight that ages the mind. Each day, writing or speaking even 3 things you are thankful for can anchor your thoughts in abundance rather than scarcity. You begin to realize that joy doesn't come from what you have, but from how you see what you already have. The mind is a tool, and like any tool, it needs to be sharpened and cared for. Meditation, journaling, and conscious breathing are ways to quiet the noise of negative thinking and bring your awareness back to peace. When your thoughts slow down, your body follows. Stress melts away and clarity takes its place. Positive, empowering mindset is not built in a day, but every day you choose it, your life transforms a little more. The years stop feeling heavy, and time itself begins to feel like a gift rather than a limitation. A youthful body begins with a youthful spirit, and that spirit is born from the thoughts you feed it. Choosing the 2 brands that matter most, nourishment and movement, guided by a strong, positive mindset, is the real secret to staying youthful, healthy, and fulfilled. Life is full of distractions, new trends, and endless advice on what to eat, how to exercise, or how to look younger. But at its core, true wellness has always been simple. It comes down to feeding the body what it needs, moving it with care, and directing the mind toward peace and purpose. These 3 elements work together like a perfect balance of nature, and when one is missing, the rest begin to weaken. Many people chase temporary fixes or depend on complicated routines, but real transformation happens when you commit to these fundamental choices every day: eating right, staying active, and thinking positively. Nourishment is more than just food. It's the foundation of all energy. Every cell in your body depends on the nutrients you give it. When you eat real, living foods, fresh vegetables, fruits, grains, nuts, and clean water, you're providing your system with the raw materials to heal, repair, and grow. But nourishment doesn't stop at what you eat. It's also about what you consume mentally and emotionally. If your diet is clean but your mind is full of stress, fear, or negativity, you are still feeding your body toxins. Emotional nutrition is just as vital. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, music that inspires you, and thoughts that bring peace. The combination of clean food and clean energy creates a state where the body naturally restores itself. You begin to feel lighter, clearer, and more in control of your health. Movement is the second essential brand. It is the natural partner of nourishment. While food feeds the body, movement awakens it. Every time you move, even gently, you activate the body's internal rhythm. Circulation improves, oxygen flows more freely, and waste leaves your system faster. You don't have to run marathons or push your limits. Simple, consistent movement like walking, stretching, or light yoga can have a massive impact. It strengthens the heart, supports the joints, and keeps the mind alert. Movement also releases endorphins, the chemicals that create feelings of happiness and calm. The more you move, the more alive you feel. It's not about age or ability. It's about presence. The act of moving with awareness connects you to your body and reminds you that you are still capable, still vibrant, still full of life. The power of a strong mindset ties everything together. You can nourish your body with perfect foods and move daily, but if your thoughts are filled with doubt and self-criticism, your energy will still feel heavy. The mind controls every response in the body. When you think positively, your body relaxes and functions better. When you focus on gratitude instead of loss, your hormones shift toward healing. And when you choose peace over stress, your entire system benefits. A strong mindset doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means facing them with courage and faith instead of fear. It's a quiet inner strength that says, I can handle whatever comes next. That confidence not only boosts mental health but also slows the physical effects of aging. When nourishment, movement, and mindset come together, something powerful happens. You begin to live in alignment. You no longer chase quick fixes or external validation because your energy starts to come from within. You become more intuitive about what your body needs, more mindful of your choices, and more connected to your purpose. Your days feel lighter, your sleep improves, and your mood stabilizes. This is the real meaning of youth. Not flawless skin or endless energy, but harmony between the body, mind, and soul. These are the only brands worth choosing, because they never expire, never harm, and always work in your favor. Once you understand this, you stop wasting energy on what doesn't serve you. You stop buying into temporary solutions, and instead invest in daily actions that strengthen your foundation. Nourish your body, move it with love, and train your mind to see beauty and possibility in every moment. These simple choices create a ripple effect that transforms not only how you look, but how you live.